Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do appreciate your company and I do hope you're well. Um, right, we're back in Utopia and we're going to be working on our enormous new project, the walk through Aviary. I don't know how this is going to turn out. So far your feedback has been very kind, I'd say that. I think you guys are probably just as pessimistic as I am about how it's going to look in the end, but do you know what? If you don't try, then you never find out, do you? So that's what we're going to do. So the next thing I need to do is sort out the path for the walkthrough part of this. Now, I've got to try and remember how you do this. It's not a track airlock, is it? Is it a small guest gate? Was that the only guest gate? What does that look like? Okay, that's... Oh, that's the normal guest gate. Yeah, I think that's probably what I want. Right, so which way round does this go? I wonder if I need to do the main barrier first. And then add this in. I suspect I probably do. Okay, let's look at that. Let's think. Let's go... I think I might do some sort of little shop or something in that gap. So maybe I'll just try and sneak in over here. Something, yeah, oh yeah, there we go. That looks fine to me, doesn't it? Let's get the entrance barrier there. And then I think we're basically gonna... Actually, no, hang on, I need that. Let's change that completely. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I've completely messed this up. Because I'm going to do... I'm going to do the edge of the cage coming right down. So what I need to do is put the gate in line here with the barrier. If I can get it as accurately on there as I can. Okay, and then, yeah, basically just bring it out to here and then just scoot right along the outside. Quite a long process. So far your feedback has been very kind, so I do appreciate that. It's always hard when you do a big project like this to kind of see where it's going and what it might look like in the end. So I do understand trepidation. There's certainly been a bit of that. I also appreciate the feedback on what you want me to do next. So I think I've made my decision, and I am going to do a small zoo next, certainly smaller in scale anyway. And it's going to be a more realistic zoo, so it's going to have sort of backstage areas. So it's not going to be hyper realistic, but more realistic than this. And it will have sort of backstage staff areas. I'm going to do a lot more buildings, a lot more detail in buildings in particular. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that actually. It's going to be an interesting project. Right, so here we go. So this is what we want. So we want a guest gate, like so. And then I guess we want another one at the far end. It's going to be a big old walkthrough, isn't it? I don't think it actually matters which way around these go, by the looks of it. Let's just spin it around and see if it still works the same. Yeah, so I don't think it actually matters, but let's take it to there. And then pathways, how do we want it to look inside? I like the idea of the natural pathway probably on the floor. Like so. Although, hang on, I need it to be fenced in. I do want that because I don't want it. Where are we? Railing on elevated and ground. Yeah, I don't want I don't want it looking like you can just wander off the pathways. See, the problem with that is that the animals can't get from one side to the other. That's tricky. I don't want to block the animals. Let's think. How do I want to do this? I'm going to have a raised path because it's. I think Stephen, you suggested having it going right up to the top. Now, I don't know if I'll go right to the top, but I'll certainly raise it up around the back here. I think. Let's think. Yeah, okay, I can get away with this because, I mean, just here I can get away with it certainly because it's right at the edge. All I'm cutting off is just a corner. I think if I'm clever here, which is something that, you know, sometimes I can be clever. See, if you do a nice big bridge up like so, I think I'll snap this so that it's a nice straight bridge across the water, and I'll keep it raised up until we get right over to here. That way the animals can pass underneath the bridge. Let's bring it down and back to here. And I'm gonna kind of bring it round and do the same again over here. Take it back up. I don't mind curving the bridge a little bit here. And then here I think is where I might try and lift it up. So if I come right to the back like that, and I can take it right up into the roof a bit. And then I might come across, I might take it up a bit more. I think that's as high as I'll go. Let's bring it back over here. Let's take it around a bit of a corner. Let's see, how does this look? I mean, it's a hell of a walkway. I think that's good. And then maybe if I start to bring it back down a bit, let's curve it out, and then back in. Then let's take it down a couple more. Let's flatten, and let's curve it round. And obviously I'll do supports for all of this. So that it looks nice and strong, and then boom, up to there. Wow, okay, I think that's looking good. I'm just gonna, there we go, just get a little bit of pathway there. And then how am I going to link this one in? That's the big question. Because this is essentially the edge of the zoo here. But I think what I'll do, I should probably make it a wide path like the main one here. Actually, it doesn't need to be as wide as the main one, does it? But it kind of makes sense if I do this and kind of branch it off, bring it around the edge here, over the water, and then down, and then link it in like that. Excellent. Okay, so there's your walkthrough, which is I mean, that's great. That's going to be a lovely thing. So what I need to do is the barrier. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to edit this. This is where my computer is likely to just go because you are just highlighting a lot of bits. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to break off some of this so I've got it. and then I'm just going to create a separate, let's just split that off, and then I need to create a downwards bit. And hopefully this will look good. Look at that, I've got that pretty much the right length as well. That's quite miraculous. So the idea is this will just go into this piece here, like so. Okay, so I'll start there. And let's see how this goes. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, you are kidding me. That makes me sad. It's not going to let me do that. Okay, is it going to, let's see, is it going to, yeah, okay, so let's me do one. Okay, I'm going to have to do this the awkward way. Now, how wide do I want it? Probably something like that. Or is that too thin? Is that too narrow? It's possibly a little bit narrower than that, but I think it kind of makes sense because the sides, obviously the animals could walk through them as well as flying, so it does kind of make sense, doesn't it? Well, at least it lets me copy them a bit better. It's still very annoying though. Now, actually, because that's a separate piece, I can highlight it quite easily like that. And I've just got to then hope that it lets me duplicate it downwards. Otherwise, this is going to be very problematic. There we go. So we just got a couple at the end there. Right. In fact, we don't need that last one. Let's have a look. Nice. So yeah, this is one way of getting it done. Again though, this is not something that I plan on doing in the next zoo because this uses so many polygons, it's ridiculous. That's why I'm looking forward to doing the zoo on a much smaller scale. And really focusing on the detail. I love doing these big projects. It is fun, and I have enjoyed this zoo. But it gets to that stage where you almost get carried away with yourself, you know, and you're kind of just making things big for the sake of it, which I feel like I'm doing here, quite frankly. Right. Okay, let's just. Oh look, now it lets me go sideways. Honestly, if I didn't love this game, I would hate it. Okay, right, just need one more there. Oh, see now, and then it doesn't let you do it, honestly. Honestly, what's the logic to this thing? You guys must just laugh watching me do this and get so frustrated. I'm so sorry. Do you know why I get frustrated? It's because I have a 2-year-old child. Oh dear, honestly. If any of you are parents, then you know what I'm talking about. But she's at that age where she's so up and down. It's just absolutely zero control over the emotions. And it just gets very frustrating because all you want to do is whatever makes them happy. But it's just, oh, hello. No, oh, what have I done there? Sorry, wrong thing. Yeah, it's very tricky to know what your child wants when they can't talk to you. She's starting to, not talk as such, but she communicates with, her own words and a little bit of, lots of pointing, that sort of thing. So, it is getting easier, but it's, yeah, it's a challenge, and it does frustrate. Anyway, enough of my private life. You don't care about that. I'm just trying to pass the time while we do this sort of thing, because it's very long-winded, all this. Again, it's one of those long-winded things that will be worth it in the end. I just hope I can copy this whole thing to the other end and have it look good. You know, if I can get it lined up, that's going to be the big challenge. Wow, I'm really not getting those anywhere near where they need to be, am I? Or that one. It's because I'm not zoomed in enough. Here we go. Right, you know what I'm going to do? Once I've done this, I'm going to have a break from creating the wall. Because I appreciate this sort of thing is not what you guys want to watch. And it's not what I want to do. I don't want to be doing this non-stop. So what I'll do, after I've done that, okay. So that, I mean, that's that side. That is good. Actually, although to be honest, what I might do, I was just thinking I don't want to do the other side. But actually, if I'm clever about this, I can just... Oh, hang on. That's... Wow, this is... Yeah, this is tricky. What I want to do is... Yeah, I just want to copy this bit. There we go. Then I can, whoops, I can snap that round and scoot it over to this end. And hopefully it basically works. I think it does. I think if I could just budge the whole thing just a smidge like that. Yeah, okay, that looks good to me. I might just going to lift the whole thing a tiny bit. No, I'm not, because that pokes out the top now. I do not want to do that. Right, there we go. Obviously I just need to get in there and delete bits around here. Basically that, and then that. I will do more around these entrances, of course. Like, I mean, this one, I think I will just try and, yeah, just kind of budge it over like, whoops, whoa, I thought I clicked. Something like that. Okay, that's gone invisible now, that's fine. I'll probably just make that concrete, actually. I think that makes sense. Can I change the... No. I think once that's built, you can't change the style of the door, but that's fine. So yeah, I'll do something else around there to make it look better. But there you go, that's our basic structure. And then the idea is I'll copy that over to that side, and that's going to be a pain. So I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to crack on with some stonework. So once again, we're going to do Taiga. And I'm going to create, what am I going to do here? How do I want to do this? Let's think. This is quite a big thing, so the rocks are going to go quite high at the back here. So yeah, I'll probably create quite a tall selection of rocks, something like that. It doesn't. I don't know how far up the back I'm actually going to go, but I'll do it like that, I think, and then I can probably go sort of too high with it. As in, two of these, the number 2 high, not too high, if you see what I mean. Oh, sorry. Sometimes I just drivel, don't I? Okay, let's see. Whoops, let's highlight these. Oh, let's get rid of angles. Okay, so let's... Yeah, so I think I want the beams, the bars, I should say, to go sort of into the top. So I think, let's have a look. Yeah, so I'll do it a bit deeper like that, I think. It doesn't really matter what it looks like from the back, obviously, because this is going to be the edge of the zoo, so this will join together just here. Do you know what I might do here? I don't want that, I just want the 4 rocks. There we go. And then I can kind of just copy and paste this all the way around the back here. I've got to be careful with the pathway, of course. So yeah, I'll leave that bit because that bit is going to have the pathway on it. Let's go like that. Let's just bring it in a little bit. I want a bit more of the rocks actually inside. No, tell you what, let's get rid of that last one that I did. So yeah, I want more of the rocks inside basically. So what I'm thinking just here is to come right up to the path, right along the edge of the water really. So that there's not huge amounts of that shore behind the river showing. There we go. Right, so there's your basics for the rocks. I'll tell you what I'll do here. I will get the rocks in here, kind of behind like that. And then obviously I just need to put some more in to support the pathway. And I'll do some more piles around as well, all sorts. I think Stephen suggested a nice indoor waterfall, like an artificial man-made thing around here somewhere maybe. So I will do. I quite like that idea. I might combine a sort of a fountain and a waterfall into one thing, which I think could be fun. What I need to do here, I think, is just create a couple of little bits like this, where it looks like it's actually supported by rocks. This kind of thing looks good once you decorate it with all the foliage. Excellent. And again, I'll tell you what I might do, because that does work very nicely. I'm just gonna nab that. So let's see, where else do we need one? We'd best do one here. Let's do it right at the bottom of the stairway there. And then what I can do, I can just kind of come down and just create a slightly bigger version of the same thing. Like that. So I'm just trying to make it look strong. See, this is an issue here actually, because I think you would have a support there. So what I might do there, I might just come in with the pathway and just put a support in, or 1 or 2 supports where it's like certainly along here where you've got a big expanse, because it doesn't look realistic at all like that. And then I think here I want pretty much the whole thing covered. And then again, just widen it out, make it look like a nice, good, big, solid structure. Excellent. Okay, like that, and then on this side as well. Like so. And then here, I might do one, or no, yeah, let's go either side. I don't mind that it's in the water, that's fine. It just makes it look nice and strong, doesn't it? Cool, okay, so that's good. So yeah, so pathways, path supports. Let's just come in here and see where we think it needs supports. I think I can probably get away with, this expanse. I think that looks fine, but certainly up here you would have supports, you know. I know we're not going for ultra realism, but a certain amount I think is needed. Like that. Yeah, that looks good. And then the same here, I think. Oh, I like that one going into the rocks. That looks good. Let's get one there and then one in the middle here somewhere. Yeah, that's good. Just keeps the realism, you know. There we go. Do you know, I might just try it here actually. Let's just see. Yeah, there we go. Actually, just a couple there as well. Does just make it look more realistic. This one I can definitely get away with because that does look nice and strong. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to do it. I've only got a couple of minutes of the episode left. I'm just going to try and duplicate this to the other end. Let's give it a go. The tricky bit is going to be getting the angle right, because when you've got an object this big, they never turn particularly well. Although that's turning okay. But yeah, so this is where it gets tricky, because you want to do minute little bits of movement, and it's very, very tricky. Oh, do you know what? That looks pretty good to me. Okay, let's see if I can get that into position. Okay, so we're slightly off there. That end looks pretty good. I think it needs to go to a smudge to the right. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's never going to be perfect, but that's not bad. Didn't realise how far out I put that gate actually. I really misjudged that. I don't know if I was even paying attention when I placed that one, but clearly I wasn't trying to get it in line, was I? That should be fine. I should be able to manoeuvre that quite easily. Right, you know what? Let's just get that in and see what we think. I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm just going to see if I can manoeuvre this. I think I just need to delete the pathways. No, it's very annoying when it does this. I think what I have to do is just delete the bits either side of it. Yeah, there we go. And then I can bring that in. Can I turn it? Yes, I can. And get it like that. Let's just delete that. Let's connect there. and there. That's fine. And then we've got our pathway here, which we just need to reconnect, like so. And then we'll have our pathway outside to reconnect, like so. And then I can just do the same again, delete them, fill these gaps in, that sort of thing. Whew, there we go. Okay, that is going to do it for this episode. Look at that. I mean, this is turning into quite an epic enclosure. This is probably going to turn out to be the most epic one so far. But that's fine. That is good. There's a lot still to do. But hopefully at least now you can kind of see the structure, the design and the ideas behind it. Next episode I will get animals in and we can start really seeing what they're going to look like in here and where they're going to go, that sort of thing. And then we'll get on with the more fun stuff, the detailing. But for now, I think that is going to do it for this episode. So there we go. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do let me know what you think. I'm recording this Saturday. I've only got time for one recording today. So this I will put out on Sunday. Hopefully on Sunday I will get time to do a couple more recordings. I'm not going to have time for recordings on Tuesday this week, unfortunately, because I've got to look after my little girl for the whole day. So yeah, there may be a bit of a gap in recordings over the next week or so, but these things happen, unfortunately. But yeah, I'll do what I can. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you're enjoying yourselves here, please do hit the like button because that does help me out a lot. And I will hopefully see you again very soon. Until then, take care and bye for now.